Spelling is a big thing, big part of horse racing. You know, they come all the way through from yearlings, weanlings, and you know, horses can be here from 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Some are here for, you know, 3 months on end.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why horses come to spell. It could be injury, they might be here for a rehab. They may have just gone sour in the stable. You can sort of tell when a horse has had enough, and that's when you might just give them a week. Just come and let them refresh their mind. We have horses here that are yearlings. They're just waiting till they're old enough to go to the breakers, or they've been to the breakers and they're coming back to grow. There's a lot of reasons why horses spell, but mostly it's just to refresh their mind and their body. Just like any athlete, you have to have time off and have a break.
There's a lot of hard work goes into it, like you're feeding them twice a day, you're rugging them, you know, rugs on and off, especially with our climate. It rains 1 minute and the sun's out the next. You're forever, you know, walking around the farm, and a lot of other things, you know, fencing, water troughs. There's a lot of things that to run the farm need doing.
I think the misconception is just that they're out here doing absolutely nothing, but there's so much care that goes into them. Often they come out here and they'll be seen by a chiropractor, or while they're on their downtime they have treatments, and you know, they might be out here sick and they're on medication. So there's a lot that goes into it for the horse that people don't really know.
You know, it takes a bit to get used to know a horse when they come set in. A lot of them mightn't be such good doers on their own. They might want a mate. A lot of them might be unsettled. They'll walk the fence line, and you know, it probably takes a day or two to really pick up on the characteristics of a horse. Everyone's different. They all have different personalities.
It's definitely a watching game. We're very lucky that just behind us we have a really big balcony and we can see every horse on the property, and you can tell when a horse is unhappy. A happy horse will always be grazing, they'll be relaxing, they might be laying down. An unhappy horse will be walking around, they're alert, and usually a horse like that just needs a friend, and we'll put in another friend with it and they'll be happy as Larry. It's like people, they don't all get along the same, so it's just watching and listening and knowing. If everything's calm and everyone's eating, everyone's happy. If they're here for an injury, they might have a set time from a vet, 4 months they need to rest for. If they're just here for a break in between races, you can tell by how bright they are. They might be starting to have a play in the paddock, they're putting on really good condition. Some horses have the sort of personality where you can tell they want to go back to work. They're starting to get angsty in the paddock, like a lot of horses do relish work, so after a while they're just ready to get out of here. But usually the trainers have a good idea what the horse needs. You know, they might say it only needs 3 weeks, or this one really needs 12 weeks to have a good break. So the trainers dictate most of that. We have a lot of trainers that do come out and they'll check their horses, you know, once a month, have a walk around. If they've got multiple horses, we'll go through them all. But yeah, we keep a good communication with them via videos.
And quite often you do, yeah, video updates and send them out quite regularly, and it's a good way of keeping in touch with, I suppose, owners, trainers, and filling them in how their horses are going when they're out for a spell.
Spelling is super important to racehorses. It can be the deciding factor of how they run for the whole prep of how a horse spells. If you want your horses to perform, they need to be relaxed, happy, and spelling has a huge part to play in that.
It's great to see the transition of some horses. Some you get out here and they can be the most simple creatures, and you think they'll never get to the races, and they come out and perform, and it's great to see them take the steps for sure.
I think that's the whole thing though with spelling. They come out here, they're goofballs, they do not have their game faces on, they don't know what day of the week it is, and that's what gives them the confidence and the relaxation to go back into the stables, put their game face on and perform. Like us, we couldn't perform every day, you know, you have to have those down days, and they come out here and just, they grow and mature and they just get to be themselves, and that's what really turns them into a performance horse when they go back in.